Hey, so we are going to cover the special triangles, and it is recommended that you memorize these triangles. They're very useful to know. Um, they come in handy a lot when you're using trigonometry and using SOHCAHTOA. You can find the ratios of these angles really quick. Um, you will also be able to learn these by memorizing the unit circle. I find myself the unit circle is a lot more handy, but a lot of people also enjoy these special triangles. So we'll just go over them right now. So they're a right triangle, both of them, and in this case, there's an angle of 45 and 45. So this is also an isosceles triangle, but it has a side length of 1 and 1 and a hypotenuse of root 2. So we can just check that. That's 1 squared plus 1 squared equals root 2 squared. That's 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's good. Funny looking too. And over here we have a triangle with angle of 60, 30, 60, 90. So it's a 30, 60, 90 triangle that some people call it. And it has a side length of 1, root 3, and 2. So we can actually check this and just by Pythagorean's theorem to prove that these are square triangles or right triangles. We have 1 squared plus root 3 squared equals 2 squared. And this is 1 plus 3 equals 4. Yeah, okay, so they're both square triangles. That's good. Now, we want to use these to find the ratios for SOHCAHTOA. And we'll just start with the top. And let's say we want to find the cos of 30 degrees. Well, the cos of 30, so the cos is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So this is just root 3 over 2. What's the sine of 30? Well, sine of 30 is the opposite over the adjacent, or over the hypotenuse, which is 1/2. The tangent of 30 is 1 over, or the opposite over the adjacent, which is 1 over root 3. Okay, so that's pretty quick. We just found all the trig functions at 30 really quick. What if we do the 60, so the cos of 60? So now I have the cos of 60, so that's adjacent over the hypotenuse. It's 1/2. The sine of 60 is equal to root 3 over 2. And the tangent of 60 is equal to opposite over adjacent, which is just root 3 over 1. Okay, cool. That's pretty handy. We have all these ratios really quick. Now, what if we did it for this triangle? So we see that both angles are the same, so we only need one set. So we need the cos of 45. And the cos of 45, we can choose either. It's going to be 1 over root 2. And the sine of 45, we can choose either angle. It's going to be the opposite over hypotenuse, which is 1 over root 2. And now the tangent of 45 is going to be either of these, and that's opposite over adjacent, so it's 1 over 1, which is 1. And this is why we memorize them. We want to be able to have access to these really quick. You want to be able to like almost have these memorized. If someone says what's sine of 30, you should know it's half, or the tan of 45, you should be able to just know it's number 1 or it is 1. But this is essentially this is why you memorize these. You can also memorize the unit circle. You should memorize both.